ça galope, ça s'accorde, ça shot, non-stop, ça galope, ça s'accorde, Eastern, Western, ça galope, ça put it up, East Block, West Block, A Block, non-stop, ça galope, ça s'accorde, ça s'accorde, ça shot, non-stop, ça galope, ça s'accorde, Eastern, Western, ça galope, ça put it up, East Block, West Block, A Block, non-stop, ça galope, ça s'accorde.
Hello, I'm Mathieu from Ludovox.fr, and today we are at the Essen Spielmesse. We are on Saturday with Jacob. Hi.
Hi, nice to meet you.
Likewise. So you have Jacob's Brick Game. So this is a brick game, but you are the author of this game,
That's right, yes.
but also the publisher, right?
Also the publisher. Yeah, it's very, very close to my heart. And it's been a very, very long process. But in the end, I just decided I have to do this on my own because I'm very, very passionate about it. And I felt no one else could do this the way I can. I've worked with bricks for many, many, many years. So yeah, so I feel I know it's my own home ground here.
So what is the goal of this game, of City Blox? Because this is the name of the game. Do we have to build, well, blocks?
Yeah, so the objective is that you have to build your own little neighborhood, your own little city block, with a school and a house, a school, and a supermarket. And you start out with 3 empty plots, which are your white plates, and then you place your cards next to your plots, and they're all different. They have different shapes. Although all the green cards are similar and yellow cards are similar, they require the same amount of bricks to complete. And then the trick is, as you build, the trick is to position the bricks on your plates in such a way that you can eventually fit the card on top of the plate. And that completes that particular building. And the first player to complete all 3 plots wins the game. So that part is relatively simple. But the building and the events that happen then during the gameplay is really what makes it, I think, super interesting and exciting.
So tell me about these events. How does that happen? What do we do with these events?
Yeah, sure. Okay, so maybe first of all, what you need to determine once you start the game is what level of difficulty do you want to play. And one of the things that makes City Blox unique is that it has 3 different levels that you can play. Level 1 is great for 6 and 7-year-old kids, fun for adults too. But here you just build on first level. You don't position any bricks on top. You just have to fill out the cutout shapes on the cards. Level 2, you must build in 2 levels, which actually means you can use your bricks more creatively, and sometimes you might be able to build them quicker. And finally, level 3, there are some requirements as to how many empty spaces you need to expose underneath. And we've had like hardcore gamers came and play the devil and be really challenged and have a blast. So you can play all 3 levels. And then the second thing that challenges you is the way you build. So in each round of the game, one player will draft the build pile that you use for that round. So suppose now we're 4 players, then one player will select 4 different bricks, one for each player, and they have to be different sizes, which then you position in your build pile. And then out of those, I will, for example, if I pick the build pile, I will select the first brick and place it on my plot somewhere. The next player will play the second, third, fourth. And of course, what that means is you're not always going to get the brick maybe you hope for. In the beginning, it's quite easy. You have many opportunities. But as the building advances, you'll be challenged to use your bricks in ways you maybe didn't expect. And so you're constantly thinking about, oh, what do I do now? And how do I use this brick to complete my plot? So a little unexpected twist is once you complete a plot, now this one is not completed, but like this one, you draw an event card. And so there are different actions. You might have a hurricane that affects everyone. You might have to swap bricks with another player of different sizes and so on. So there it creates a fun and interesting dynamic between the players, which is also what makes the game fun and unpredictable.
So how did you have the idea of this game? Is it because you like brick games at heart? Because it makes your let's say kid factor go crazy?
Yeah, actually what sparked it was becoming a father and sitting with my own boys. We love to build, and I started working on game design at the same time. And I just thought there must be a way to create a really, really cool game with building blocks. And pretty quickly I started working with these stencils and cutting out and testing it. And just seeing the satisfaction they got from placing a completed plot, you know, there's just a great element of satisfaction and achievement and they were really hooked. And they I put the game on the shelf early version. There was no artwork, just the shapes. And they would take it out every day after school. Say, Dad, can we play it? Can we play it? And so that's what got me started.
So my question was about your company. Do you have other games? Do you want to publish only brick games? I don't know. Tell me about it.
Yeah. It's called Jacob's Brick Games for a reason. So basically, we our vision is to build a category of really cool games that involve bricks in different ways. We've got some puzzles coming up. We've also got a 2-player version of this that we're working on. So the vision is to build a category. There are so many possibilities with bricks, so many ways you can combine them, and I also believe so many ways you can sort of put them into games and make really fun and cool games that still feels different and that offer you a different experience. So we're hard at work at putting that vision to come to life. Yeah.
So outside of the games that you published and created, what is your favorite games, or maybe not one favorite, but 2 or 3 favorite games? Your top 3?
That's a hard question. I think the games I tend to like are games that are relatively simple to play, that are fast to set up, and that are easy to understand. We have a game at home that's called Quick Draw, which it's very different, but it's a crazy fun action game where you have some tiny little Nerf guns, and you have some different targets. It's like a Wild West theme. You put the targets around the room, and you pull some cards that reveal an action you have to take and the card, and then everyone grabs the shooter and they have to try it somewhere in the room. So super simple to understand. It's easy to learn, but it's a lot of fun, and it's a lot of variety. So those seem to be the type of games I enjoy the most.
Well, thank you, Jacob, for that presentation of City Blox and your company. And let's see you on Ludovox.fr. Bye-bye.
Ça galope, ça s'accorde, ça shot, non-stop, ça galope, ça s'accorde, Eastern, Western, ça galope, ça poulie d'op, East Block, West Block, A Block, non-stop, ça galope, ça s'accorde, ça galope, ça s'accorde, ça shot, non-stop, ça galope, ça s'accorde, Eastern, Western, ça galope.